What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Giggling Spy and to Larry. Thank you guys so much for the Buy Me a Coffees. I really appreciate you hooligans. Thank you so much for the support. We're going to be starting out with this first video titled, First Lady Melania Trump's Documentary Exceeds Box Office Predictions. Those lefties were out there talking crap, saying it was propaganda and that it was going to flop, and apparently it's doing well. Then we got a video titled, Talks Between the U.S. and Iran Still Scheduled After U.S. Shoots Down Iranian Drone. Things are still going well, even though we shot their drone down, supposedly. Then we got an interesting video titled Bad Bunny Ice Out Speech Called Ironic by Karoline Leavett after 2026 Grammys. We're going to play those two videos back to back because both of them are with Karoline Leavitt's parking lot presser that she did earlier today. Then we got a video that is titled Trump Calls for GOP to Nationalize Voting. Democrats are trying to say that Republicans are interfering with elections, which is really funny because they're trying to figure out if anybody messed with the 2020 election. So they're doing a distraction right now. Then we got a video that is titled DOJ Pulls Epstein Files Citing Privacy Concerns, documents mentioning President Trump and Elon Musk and Prince Andrew, who is now just regular Andrew, and all this other stuff. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Colty, and it's titled, When People Are Eyeballing the Subaru Too Hard. Then getting back into the news, we have a video that is titled, Jill Biden's ex-husband charged with murdering second wife. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. Then we got a video that is titled, No Contempt. Clinton's strike final deal to testify in Epstein probe. It seems that Hillary and Bill Clinton are going to be testifying because they didn't want to be held in contempt of court because that's what they were facing. Then we have a video titled Las Vegas homeowner investigated for illicit biolab linked to investigation in California. It's really interesting because a year or two ago we covered a video talking about a biolab that they found in California that was being ran and controlled by it was being operated by some illegal from China, and we haven't heard anything else about it. Now they found another biolab. This one's in Las Vegas, and they think that they're connected. Then for the last little bit of the news, actually, no, we got one more. We got Disfigured for Life. Detransitioner wins landmark case. Somebody who was convinced to become a shapeshifter did not like the way their life turned out, and they blame the doctors. They actually won the lawsuit. Then we're going to be getting into the last little bit of the news. It is lefties losing it. Today it's titled, Cardi B claims that Trump White House is watching her. They might be. They might be. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Bummer. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Colty, and it's titled What a Twist. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Russell? What's up, Zero? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Guessum? What's up, Tin Man? What's up, Southern Eagleman? What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Kevin, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing to the chat, Kevin. What's up, Dunn? What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? Happy freedom. Make sure we get everybody here. Let me see. You guys are waiting on me. Scrolling. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $2 hair donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says, Happy freedom, hooligans. Good to see you all. It's good to see you, Patriot Dad. Happy freedom to you, and thank you. Let me see. Make sure we get everybody. I think we did. Make sure you guys hit that like button. See if we can get us back on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone, over on Kick? What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone, over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. I appreciate you. And what is up, everyone, over on the Goof Tube? Cheeky Chops, you are omnipresent. What's up, Overcloth? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Spank? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Vancouver? Happy freedom. What's up, Meat Utters? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. Let me see. Hair Juicer, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. You're soft. Happy freedom to you. And what's up, Roxy's? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting out with this first video titled First Lady Melania. Melania Trump's documentary exceeds box office predictions. We keep talking about it in the chat, so I figured we would cover a video about it. Why not? Why not do anything? Come on. Come on now. There we go. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
The First Lady's documentary had a solid opening weekend, surprising critics who predicted a bomb. Melania arrives with strong box office for a documentary. Melania Trump documentary shocks at the box office.
It soared past expectations, bringing in more than $7 million.
It did best in Florida, Texas, and Arizona. The audience was 70% white women over the age of 55. These ladies in Texas all dressed in Melania's inauguration gown. Her former chief of staff, Stephanie Grisham, tells Inside Edition she's not surprised it did well.
She's so private. She's an enigma. Everybody wants to know more about her. That's just how it's always been. But I'm pretty sure that people are going to come out of that movie and they're not going to know her any better than they did when they went in.
And the president just made the stunning out-of-nowhere announcement that he's closing the Kennedy Center for 2 years for a complete rebuilding.
What the president isn't saying, though, is that this does come after the Kennedy Center has faced a flood of cancellations ever since he took over the board of trustees and added his name to the physical building.
The 2-year closure of the Kennedy Center begins on July 4th.
Okay. Well, they were talking all that crap about the Melania movie, and now they're talking about how well it's doing. It's kind of a mess of a video, though. Either way, they're saying that the movie has surpassed the expectations for opening day. They said the audience was it was 70% white women older than 55. I don't know why they said that. Do they always do that? I don't be watching stuff like this usually, so I don't know if that's normal where they tell you what the audience is. But then they go to mention that people are attracted to Melania because she's mysterious, and then for no reason they just randomly start talking about how the Kennedy Center is going to be closed for 2 years because of renovations. Either way, we're going to get right into these next two videos. We're going to play these back to back because both of them have to do with Karoline Leavitt doing her parking lot presser earlier today. This first one's talking about Iran and how we just downed one of their drones. I think they also talk about Russia and Ukraine, and then the second one they're going to be talking about Bad Bunny, which is, I hate saying that. That's a dude's name. That don't sound like a dude's name, and I hate that. But anyways, we'll get into it. We're going to be starting off with this first one, like I said. Karoline Leavitt doing the parking lot presser earlier today. This video, they're going to be talking about how our relationship is with Iran after we down their drone, and then they're also going to be talking about what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Hello, Karoline. What can you tell us? I'm sorry about the meeting with President Gustavo Petro. How was it? Was it in a good tone? What are the results?
I wish I had more for you. The meeting was just wrapping up as I was walking out here, so I will go in and get a readout from the president, which I myself, or I'm sure he, will provide to all of you directly on Truth Social. But I spoke with the president before the meeting, and he was in a very positive headspace, and he was looking forward to sitting down with President Petro to have a conversation. So we will all see how that went together.
Given the recent news and what just happened, how much does this escalate tensions ahead of these critical talks that are happening with Witkoff?
Well, look, I just spoke with Special Envoy Witkoff, and these talks, as of right now, are still scheduled. President Trump is always wanting to pursue diplomacy first, but obviously it takes two to tango. You need a willing partner to achieve diplomacy, and that's something that Special Envoy Witkoff is intent on exploring and discussing. As always, though, of course, the president has a range of options on the table with respect to Iran. As commander-in-chief, I think they learned that quite well last year with the strike in Operation Midnight Hammer, which was wildly successful and obliterated their nuclear capabilities. But those talks will continue later this week as far as we're concerned right now.
President Trump was talking yesterday about how President Putin had agreed to a week-long halt on attacks on Ukraine because of the cold weather. But today we've seen that Russia has launched some of the heaviest attacks this month. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, I spoke with the president about it this morning, and his reaction was unfortunately unsurprised. These are two countries who have been engaged in a very brutal war for several years, a war that would have never started if the president were still in office. It started because of the weakness and incompetence of the previous president, Joe Biden, and that's why the president continues so aggressively to pursue diplomacy to end this war. That's why Special Envoy Witkoff and Jared Kushner will be in Abu Dhabi tomorrow for another round of trilateral talks. I would note the trilateral talks that took place last week or the week prior are historic by nature. Never before have all three of our countries really been able to sit down at the negotiating table to move the ball forward towards peace. So Special Envoy Witkoff and Jared Kushner and President Trump made the impossible possible with respect to peace in the Middle East, and I know they're looking to do the same with respect to the Russia-Ukraine war as well.
Okay, so like I said, we're going to run this as a doubly. This next one here is a little bit more the parking lot presser that Karoline Leavitt did. And after this, we're going to hop in the chat. This one, they're talking about Bad Bunny saying ice out during whatever, being at the Grammys, which this person can feel however they want to feel, but they're also supposed to be the halftime show for the Super Bowl. And so a lot of people are like not happy that happened, but it's not the first time this person has said some goofy shit about, you know, liberal thoughts and things to cry about and whatnot. So people kind of expected this, but it's like they're just kind of rubbing salt in the wound. Either way, hit that like button and let's get into this.
Welcome. Is the administration still expecting ICE agents during the Super Bowl? And what are the comments from President Donald Trump regarding what Bad Bunny said during the Grammy Awards, ICE out?
Mm-hmm. I have not spoken with ICE or the Department of Homeland Security or Secretary Noem with respect to enforcement at the Super Bowl, so I don't want to speak on a topic that I don't have knowledge on. I'm sorry, but I would defer you to them. I'm sorry?
On the statements of Bad Bunny saying ICE out.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's very ironic and frankly sad to see celebrities who live in gated communities with private security, with millions of dollars to spend protecting themselves, trying to just demonize, law enforcement, public servants who work for the United States government to enforce our nation's laws. And you didn't hear this same type of uproar from celebrities in Hollywood when the previous administration allowed an invasion of our nation's borders and allowed innocent women and girls like Jocelyn Nungare and Laken Riley to be killed and raped and murdered at the hands of people who should have never been in our country in the first place. And now you have law enforcement who are simply trying to do their jobs to remove violent predators like those who took the lives of innocent Americans. There was no uproar from Hollywood and the elitist crowd at the Grammys then, but there is now, and I think that speaks to the unfortunate irony that we're seeing in Hollywood today.
Okay. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I don't really watch the Super Bowl anyways, so it's kind of whatever. I used to get excited about the Super Bowl because it was a reason to get together with friends and drink beer and smoke weed and eat food, right? But I don't have friends, so don't really give a shit about the Super Bowl anymore, especially if they're going to have woke shit like this. But it's not really new. Last year they did Kendrick Lamar, which he's a very talented rapper, but he made the whole Super Bowl show some political message and all this crap. People wearing like BLM jackets. There was some asshole waving a Palestine flag or something. I don't know. They did the shit last year, so it's kind of whatever. Anyways, besides, who wants to listen to a man that's named Bad Bunny? Next up, we have Trump calls for GOP to nationalize voting because he's a racist orange man. He's a big meanie and they're interfering with the elections. Durka Durka. They're crying really loudly about this and I love it. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat. See what you hooligans think about those first three videos. Like I said, the first one, talking about Melania, movie's doing well. In the second video, Karoline Leavitt saying that we are still in communications with Iran. Even though we shot down one of their drones, I also bring up us negotiating the war between Russia and Ukraine, and that's still going the way that's going. Then in the third video there, Karoline Leavitt responding about Bad Bunny saying anti-ICE rhetoric at the Grammy Awards. Also, he's supposed to do the halftime show, like I said. Either way, next up, talking about talking about them raiding that election office there about the 2020 election, about how the Democrats don't like it because this is Republicans interfering with elections. Or maybe they're really worried that, information is going to come out that they were messing with elections back in 2020. Either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think. Zero. Anything below 5'8". Anything below 5'9", I suppose. Matt Rogers, TP USA, is putting on their own patriotic halftime show with Kid Rock. That's awesome. That's awesome. Who's going to be... Are they just going to live... I wonder if Right Side Broadcasting's going to show it. Interesting. I'm going to have to watch it. Thank you for letting me know, Matt Rogers. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. Watch, I'll show you. Snooks. Do you hooligans think tall women are hotter or short women are hotter? Drop a 1 in the chat. If you think short women are hotter than tall girls, drop a 2 in the chat. If you think tall girls are hotter than short girls, I gotta prove some shit. What's up, Janet? Happy freedom to you. What's up, David? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. What's up, Anonymous? Happy freedom to you. Hi, Glamour. Happy freedom. What's up, Italian? Happy freedom to you. Magic Moon, we be your friends. You guys are my friends. You're the only friends I got. Well, I got my buddy Carmelo, but he's got to work and shit. This stuff like that happens. I'm glad to be hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much, Cricket Kiss, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. You're awesome, Cricket Kiss. Thank you so much for the support. It says, hey, and hugs, Jeff and peeps. Hey, Cricket Kiss. Happy freedom to you. Thank you for being with us. And thank you for the support. Glamour, why did I say your name like that? Because I want to call you the G Lamb, but you don't like nicknames and stuff. And I was going to call you Big Glam the other day, and I was like, that doesn't sound attractive at all. So we're just sticking with Glamour. Until I think of something new. Zero, I'm super short. There's nothing wrong with being super short. Matt Rogers, I hope the president follows through with suing the Grammy host. Is that what he's doing? He might. He does very well in court, surprisingly. Glamour, never call me Big Glam. I won't. I won't. It sound cool in my head, okay? When I originally said it in my head, it sounded real cool, like you was tough. But then, I thought about it a little bit. Keep yelling my name? My neighbors think I'm getting some action. They're like, I don't know who Glamour is, but he seems excited. Ramsey don't care about height. Some people don't. Jagulus says 2. Ramsey says 3. Appeal to Heaven says 1. Dutton says 1. The ones are winning. I knew that was going to be the case. Glamour making me sound fat as fuck. Well, that's not my intentions. You're a very nice lady. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. Oh, we're going to unbox some Biltong today. That Biltong, I made video clips and then I forgot to edit them. So we'll probably release them after the fact. Just because, I don't know, I'm doing the best I can. What's up, Hurley Girl? Happy freedom to you. Saw clips of the Grammy peeps speaking out. Don't get me wrong, I support free speech, but these a-holes have security to the hilt. I don't agree with any of them because I am a normal snob from the working class. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to celebrities at all. You guys know why. Because the Epstein stuff, because the human trafficking stuff, because the bad stuff, right? What's up, JP? Happy freedom. What's up, Bullseye? Happy freedom to you. What's up, K Walt? Happy freedom. What's up, Joe? Happy freedom. What's up, Mary V? Happy freedom to you. JP says, give me a shorty. That's right. Bill Dong, you like that guess? Zero. It depends on their attitude. Yeah, I agree. I can't stand the catitudes. Snooks, I is not. She's just a nice lady, okay? Hair juicer, neither. Proportion is what matters. It's not the size, it's the shape. Ain't that right, hair juicer? You guys. Hooligan dating. Anyways, let's move forward here. Like I said, Trump calls for GOP to nationalize voting. Now, everything he says is, just awful, according to the Democrats. But these questions have to do with them rating whatever county that is that I cannot think of right off the top of my head. But they rated it about the 2020 elections. They took the ballots, and they also took voter information. And the Democrats were saying months before this that they were protecting our voter information from the federal government, which doesn't make any sense. But that's what they claim they were doing, while refusing to comply by giving them voter records so they wouldn't have to raid these offices. But they wouldn't comply, so now the offices are being raided. So in response to them checking up on the 2020 election, which we know what happened because we covered it extensively, in response, the Democrats are saying that this is Republicans interfering with future elections by taking old election material to review it. It don't make any sense, but, neither is cutting off your wiener, and they do that too. So hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Trump says Republicans should take over the voting process and nationalize it.
The president continues to claim elections are being stolen despite having never been able to prove those claims in court. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
With 9 months until the midterm elections, President Trump suggested Republicans should take over voting procedures in certain places, speaking on a podcast with former Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino.
The Republicans should say, we want to take over. We should take over the voting in at least 15 places. The Republicans ought to nationalize the voting.
The White House says the president was calling for Congress to pass GOP election legislation, which would require citizenship documentation to register to vote.
I don't think any rational person who's being honest with themselves would disagree with the idea of requiring citizens of this country to present an ID before casting a ballot in a federal election.
Elections experts say research shows voter fraud is extremely rare, and the Constitution gives states the authority to run elections. Congress also has the ability to alter elections rules, but not the president.
It's a system that works well so long as the states make it a priority to ensure the integrity of our elections.
Democratic Senator Mark Warner called the president's latest comments a pretext to conduct what he fears could be unprecedented federal intrusion into elections.
This threat to our election security, the basic premise of our democracy, is forward-looking to 2026 into 2028.
Warner also expressed concerns about the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, being involved in an FBI raid on the Fulton County, Georgia Election Center last week over 2020 records. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And CBS News has also learned that Gabbard arranged a call between the president and the FBI agents who carried out the Fulton County election raid.
You guys see BS News? That's the BS News right there. By the way, the president was calling those frozen meanies. He's probably going to give them a gold star for shooting protesters in the street. Those fucking people, man. Anyways, they're saying that Dems more or less they're saying the Dems are quick to claim that Republicans are interfering with elections before the raids exposed Democrats actually interfering with the 2020 election. They claim that President Trump never proved in court that the election was stolen. But he also never got the opportunity because they kept throwing the case out of court instead of setting a date. That's all right. We'll let them take their creative liberty. Why not? Next up, DOJ pulls Epstein files citing privacy concerns. Documents mention President Trump, Elon Musk, regular Andrew. He was Prince Andrew at the time, but now he's just regular Andrew. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump interfering with future elections. These people. What is that, Tin Man? Oh my goodness. Very nice. Very nice, Tin Man. I hope you're doing well. We were worried about you. We thought the snow got you. Snooks, your intuition. You're cracking me up today. Zero, we need the same rules for voting for all elections, No more state special rules for federal elections. Yeah, Zero, I agree. I was pretty flabbergasted when I found out that the left coast mostly does drop boxes. You don't even have the opportunity to go in somewhere and vote. And then what they do? They torch the drop boxes. There was 2 occasions that we covered them torching the drop boxes, and then we never heard about it again. And then they're like, yeah, most accurate election. I'm like, what? What? They couldn't even tell you whose ballots were burned in the boxes. Like, I don't know. They need to undo that. Everywhere needs voter ID. Everywhere needs in-person voting. We need same-day voting, so on and so forth. But we also need transparency with the way they count the votes. We need to be able to, go to a website, find your own name, see who you voted for, validate that, it says who you voted for according to who you voted for, and be able to add all the votes and get the same number that you see on TV. That should be a thing, because they already got hate crimes in place. If somebody attacks you because they don't like who you voted for, there's already laws in place to deal with that. Now you got to be responsible enough to, protect yourself and all that stuff, pay attention to your rights and all that shit. But there needs to be some real transparency with the results, not just the way we go and vote, because we saw during the last election that the illegals were getting driver's licenses. Well, if they're getting driver's licenses, they're also getting access to voting. So that means that even if you had voter ID, these assholes would end up with an ID because they ended up with a driver's license. So the voter ID is not exactly 100%, but if we had real transparency, you would actually be able to go through and see who voted for what and whether or not they have legal status here and shit. And then it would be much easier to deduct people who do not fucking belong here, right? I don't know. Saying too much. They're going to send Hillary to come get me. Anyways. Guess why so afraid of election audits? It's a good question. And it made it even better when they did Arizona's audit and they found out that Biden got more votes than they initially thought. And instead of them using what little brain they have left, they were just like, ha, Trump lost Arizona even more. Yeah, but that's an irregularity. That's a problem. That's a cause for us to audit all the states. And they're like, no, just take your L, you loser. And like, okay. Everybody should be concerned about it, not just Red Team. What's up, Bill Tong? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom. Elder Zoomer, happy freedom to you. Yeah. Celebrities are weirdos. Crickis, did you join the membership program? Is that what's going on? You might have to sign out and sign back in. Sometimes that's a thing. Otherwise, I can give you the email address to customer support over on Rumble and they'll help you out. Glamour, I'm taller than Jeff. No, you're not. How tall do you guys think I am? You guys are about to hurt my feelings. I already know. How tall do you hooligans think I am? Some of you know how tall I am. Appeal to Evan, the woke media needs to be abolished. They need to do something. They need to do something about the woke media. It's a difficult thing because you got free speech. But there needs to be guidelines if you're going to be considering yourself like actual news. There needs to be something. Because we got free speech, but you can't just threaten somebody. You're not able to, right? That your free speech stops right there. So, I don't know. It's a slippery slope. You don't want things to be regulated, but at the same time, you don't want to be misled by what is supposed to be a credible source. You know what I mean? David said 5'2". Nope. Dutton saying 5'11" to 6'2". David saying 6'1", maybe. Crick Kiss saying 5'10". You guys are close. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. Done. It depends on how long you get to sleep. What are you talking about, Dud? 10 Man saying 6'1", 0 saying 5'11", Matt Rogers saying 5'9", Guess I'm saying 5'10", 229 pounds. You're really close. Really, really close, guess I forgot to go weigh myself. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Snook's saying 5'11", guess with the 5'10". Yeah, very specific. Crit Kiss, 9 feet in heart. That's right. That's right. According to my confidence, 9 feet tall. Meta, barely 5'2", 115 pounds. Perfect for riding a pony. You or me, Meta. Goodness. It's all right. Holy, what is going on over here? Thank you so much, Guess Who, for gifting subs over on Twitch. You're awesome, Guess Who. Thank you so much for the support. You're a badass. Thank you. I think we just got a new emote. How do we do this? Do I gotta find it? I'm not very good at Twitch. We've been here for years, and I just ain't very good at it. I'll have to figure out how to do that. A hype chest? Is there titties inside? I shouldn't say that. It's not Saturday. So the Eagleman's saying 5'9". Some of you got it. Some of you have hit it. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom to you. You guys got me stuttering and stuff. You got making me bashful. What's up, Brenda? Happy freedom. Bullseye, if you torture box, the whole state's count does not count. Bullseye, lawsuits for everyone. You get a lawsuit, you get a lawsuit. Yeah, the left coast, that's what they do, though. They torched the, there's 2 occasions. I think it was in Washington. And it was saying that 2 different drop boxes got torched. I don't remember exactly what they did, but they burned everything down inside. You hooligans, I'm 5'11". I'm 5'11". Some of you were close. Some of you were spot on. Some of you were not very close. And Snooks was trying to tell everybody the answers. She was getting everybody the cheat codes first. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, let's move forward here. I forgot I was supposed to watch my mouth. Somebody said I got a filthy mouth, and that's why they don't watch me anymore. That's too bad. Anyways, moving forward, like I said, DOJ pulls Epstein files citing privacy concerns. Documents mention President Trump, Elon Musk, Prince Andrew. Once again, that's just regular Andrew these days. But before we get into it, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this polled up.
The nation now, the Department of Justice.
Come on, just let me pause the video. Fighting me today. Anyways, hit that like button if you haven't. Let's get into this.
The nation now, the Department of Justice says it has now removed thousands of files from its website related to the investigation into disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, survivors were calling for the takedown after a number of them say their identities were exposed due to inadequate redactions. As ABC's Rena Roy reports, the newly released files mention President Trump, Elon Musk, and former Prince Andrew.
Several thousand documents and media related to disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein pulled from the Department of Justice website, just days after the DOJ says it released 3 million Epstein-related pages from the files. According to a letter from the DOJ filed in federal court today, the files may have inadvertently included victim-identifying information due to various factors, including technical or human error. Multiple survivors calling for the takedown, writing the DOJ committed what may be the single most egregious violation of victim privacy in one day in United States history.
Every time we hear from a victim or their lawyer that they believe that their name was not properly redacted, we immediately rectify that.
This latest batch of files released Friday includes a prosecutor's memo from 2007 showing federal authorities uncovered evidence pointing to the broad scale of Epstein's molestation and exploitation of girls and young women. That federal prosecutor initially wanted to charge Epstein with at least 60 felony counts, but in the end he was offered a deal to serve only 13 months of an 18-month prison sentence on Florida state charges. President Trump's name comes up thousands of times in the Epstein files, mostly in news articles, but also in emails written by Epstein himself. DOJ officials have said that uncorroborated allegations regarding President Trump contained in the files are false and did not come from credible sources. The president has said after a falling out 2 decades ago, he cut off contact with Epstein. Today, in a post on social media, Trump writing that he was not friendly with Epstein. And among the thousands of newly released photos, these never-before-seen images of former Prince Andrew, who was stripped of his royal titles last year over his relationship with Epstein. Now seen here, crouched over a young woman, her face redacted. The date and context of the interaction unclear. Representatives for Andrew have not responded to a request for comment. The files also show in 2012, tech billionaire Elon Musk emailed Epstein in one note asking him when the wildest party on his island will be. But today, Musk claiming he's never been to Epstein's island or any of his parties, calling this latest release a distraction. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Okay. No matter what comes out in the Epstein files, they make it all about President Trump. Even if they're just saying, well, there's no incriminating this, that, and the other. Oh, well, they only mentioned him twice out of the 3 million documents released. It doesn't matter. They always make the whole damn thing about President Trump. It's so stupid. There's so much weird stuff in the files. You'd never think that if you listen to the news, because the news just tells you how Trump's doing with the files. There's so much weird stuff going on, and I'm really interested to see what the whole Clinton situation pans out to be, because I think it's interesting that they tried to not testify, and then Congress was actually going to hold them in contempt, which was surprising on its own, and now they are going to testify when I thought they were going to figure out a way to weasel out of all of it. And so I don't assume we'll see anything or hear anything too damn crazy out of them. But it is interesting that they didn't get their way, and I wonder who's going to pay dearly for that. Anyways, next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today was provided by Colty, and it's titled, When People Are Eyeballing the Subaru a Little Too Hard. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about all this Epstein file nonsense. Guess it's strange that everyone on the Epstein list is an anti-Trumper. Sums it up. Yeah, see, and they don't want to summarize it like that. Zero, the news has TDS. I can't wait till the weekend when people I watch are going through the documents. Yeah, I've seen people say all kinds of crazy stuff. Nothing really new though. I've been hearing bad stuff about these people forever, as long as I can remember, way before even was live streaming and stuff. And now that the stuff's coming out, it's like, I already thought that was true. Like that didn't convince me of anything. I already thought that was true, but all right. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. That's how it goes, Shroomish. Jagula, Epstein's only the face of a bigger thing. Yeah, I agree. I think so too. That's like, I think Diddy was just like Epstein was. I think a lot of these record labels are doing the same thing that Epstein was. It's harder to detect with record labels because rap music doesn't get as much attention as other genres do. Like country music is the most profitable and wealthy genre, so a lot of that stuff takes the spotlight. Rap music doesn't so much because it's inappropriate. So you don't really hear it while you're on the elevator or sitting at a restaurant or you're at the dentist office. Generally, you're not hearing rap music. And so it makes it easy for them to cycle through a lot of artists without the general public noticing. People who listen to rap music will notice that, but if you don't, then you'd have no idea. You'd be surprised how many artists a single record label will go through, and then they're all 16 years old or they're 15 years old. And it's really weird because the first thing they try and do is they try to get you to emancipate yourself to where you basically divorce your parents, and then you end up putting your music manager as your caretaker or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't think of right off the top of my head. But as soon as that stuff happens, it's like, bam, that is human trafficking. But nobody talks about that. We live in a nasty world. That's why we gotta be good hooligans. Kevin, I gave Cooper some treats. He takes them one at a time, bats them around the house before he eats them, goes for another. Klaus Daniels, he acts like I'm going to take his food away from him. He acts like if he doesn't eat it immediately that I'm going to steal a couple bites. I don't know why he does that. I had to give him the fancy feast before we started the live because we were so late today. But he'd be over there just woofing it down. Big old werepanther. David, and pop music. Yeah, pop music's like that too. That's like the Disney stars. If you look at all the Disney stars, they've all been messed up at one point or another or stayed like that. Like Britney Spears is a mess. She needs to be studied. Like, they broke her. I've never seen such a soulless puppet dance on Instagram. Patriot ad, Bill Clinton hit on my girlfriend in 91. She was 19 then. Perv. Yeah. He is. He's a dirty old man. I don't think it's all going to come out, but it should. Cass, sadly, they did break her. Yeah. She is scary to watch. Hurley girl, don't forget about Bill Clinton. I don't think the amount of shit that should hit the fan ever will. That's how I feel too. We'll never know the truth about most things. Guess who? Bill Gates' ex-wife said he should come clean on his relationship with Epstein. That's interesting. What a time to have an ex-wife. Oh well, whatever's gonna happen's gonna happen. What's up, Shauna Vision? Happy freedom to you. Brenda, poor Justin Bieber. Yeah. Oh, it's like Justin Bieber, little Bow Wow, little Romeo. There's a lot of famous youngsters that grew up, and they grew up to be weird people, and it's because of the stuff that happened around them and to them. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you being with us, Larry. Sarah, whatever happened to Donny Osmond? I don't know who that is. I'll have to Google him. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, we got our midlife break. It's our funny video halfway through. Today was provided by Colty. Like I said, it was provided by Colty and is titled, When People Are Eyeballing the Subaru a Little Too Hard.
This tire out right here. It's worn like that because it pulls real hard towards your mom's house. Hey, check.
Well, dang, son. Sometimes you gotta let them know. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, next up we got Jill Biden's ex-husband is being charged with murdering his second wife. Rough. That's rough stuff. Now, before we get into this, I'm going to remind you, hooligans, really quick. If you'd like to join the membership program and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, come to Rumble, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up. Jill Handler was married to somebody who just now potentially became a murderer, but she's with old man Walter, and God only knows the bad things he's done. Hit that like button, and let's get into this.
First this evening, we continue to follow breaking news in Newcastle County.
Former First Lady Jill Biden's ex-husband is accused of killing his wife. Good evening to you, everyone. I'm Natasha Brown.
I'm UQ Washington. William Stevenson faces a single charge of murder connected to the death of his second wife late last year. Now, new documents reveal what brought police to the couple's Ellesmere home. CBS Philadelphia Chief Investigative Reporter Joe Holden continues our coverage from Ellesmere, Delaware tonight. Joe, good evening.
Yuki, Natasha, good evening to you. So the story begins about a month ago, and neighbors since then have been wondering. Let's go back to the night of December 28th, 11:15 in the evening, when Newcastle County Police get a call for an apparent domestic disturbance here in the 1300 block of Idlewood Road in Ellesmere, Delaware. Police at that time said that 64-year-old Linda Stevenson was found unresponsive in the home's living room. Officers said they tried to revive her but were unsuccessful. Linda Stevenson died a short time later, according to county police. Police have announced her husband, Bill Stevenson, has been indicted on a charge of first-degree murder in her death. Bill Stevenson is the ex-husband of former First Lady Dr. Jill Biden. The two met in 1969 in Ocean City, New Jersey, according to reporting from Inside Edition. The couple was married for 5 years before divorcing in the mid-1970s. Stevenson, a former bar owner, was taken into custody yesterday. Now, outside the Stevenson residence, a neighbor placed a Justice for Linda sign. Most neighbors declined to speak with us on camera. A cause of death has not been released by investigators, and police declined to comment further on the investigation. We did speak with one woman who lived down the street who said she was surprised by word of the murder charge.
They always left him when they went to dinner, and they were just as... She was just as nice as can be, and he was too, Bill.
He was nice?
Yeah.
Are you surprised at the allegations here?
Yeah, I am. Because I thought he was free.
What does that mean?
That he got off. But
That
I
he
guess
was not
yeah.
involved?
Yeah, but he was involved, if it comes out to be.
According to an obituary published for Linda Stevenson a month ago, and I quote, Linda will be remembered as tenacious, kind-hearted, and fiercely loyal. Her strength, resilience, and unwavering love for her family and friends will never be forgotten, and her absence will be felt deeply by all who knew her. William Stevenson tonight is being held on $500,000 cash bail. Court records do not list an attorney for Mr. Stevenson. We're live in Ellesmere. Joe Holden, CBS News, Philadelphia.
All right, Joe, thank you so much.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like it couldn't have been anybody else. If it was just those two in the house and they've confirmed that she, was murdered, she didn't die of natural causes or whatever. What else can you assume? It's interesting. I know you got to be a piece of work to be with Jill Handler, though. She's a nasty woman. Anyways, maybe they set him up. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe something weird happened. Anyways, like they were saying, Jill Handler's ex-husband is being accused of murdering his second wife. He's now facing first-degree murder charges. They didn't really explain how she became dead on the floor. Maybe we'll have a follow-up video. Next up, no contempt. Clinton's strike final deal to testify in the Epstein probe. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Jill Handler's ex-husband out here killing his wife and, stuff. Oh, Zara, I see who you're talking about. Interesting. I've seen those people before, but I don't know what they're famous for. They were Disney kids. Don and Mary Osmond. Matt Rogers' doctor. She's an elementary school teacher. Yeah. Yeah, they inflate her a little bit there. Zero, he knows too much. He didn't do nothing. Yeah. They set him up. They had a serious chat with him. They smoked his new wife. And they were like, look, buddy, you're going to take the fall for this. Or else we're going to make you a real Democrat. And then they snipped the shears right in front of him. He's like, fine. Confessed to it. Just don't cut my wiener off, It's rough stuff. Janet could have been drunk and just, and fell. Oh, being drunk and just fell. Yeah, but they would be able to, to a certain degree, they would be able to tell if she accidentally fell or didn't fall. And maybe it was inconclusive. Maybe a situation like that did happen. And they were like, well, we can't rule out the possibility that she was pushed, right? Or that it wasn't just an accident. You know, maybe they couldn't rule it out, and so now he's in this situation. Glamour, what are you saying? Are these the ingredients that you're mixing together? Are you a witch? Dragon fruit lemonade or raspberry cheesecake? What is that? Mochi? You gotta go with the dragon fruit lemonade. I don't even know what the other shit is. She's getting vape juice. That's what it is. Done. Who did? Her ex-husband? Or are you talking about old man Walter? Done. Has anyone seen the allegations that the reason Nicki Minaj is backing President Trump is that she is hoping for a pardon for her brother? I have seen that. I don't know anything about her brother or the potential for him to get a pardon. I see a lot of people saying that, and I see a lot of people saying that she's worried about her being deported, that she's been trying for a long time to get permanent status here, and they won't give it to her, and so she's worried about being deported or something like that. I don't know. It's conspiracies that the left is cooking up, which is something that nobody ever talks about. They only talk about right-wing conspiracies, when the left-wing ones are super nuts. So instead of them turning their back on Nicki Minaj because she's backing President Trump, they're viewing her as a hostage. And so when she's on stage, they're like, look how scared she is. Look at, he's pulling the strings. He's making her sing and dance on stage, or else. They're saying all kinds of stuff. It's very entertaining. So Ramsey, happy freedom to you. Crickis, if you don't drink their Kool-Aid and agree to their demands, well, yeah, that's how it goes. It's their way or else. Matt, I'm surprised he didn't delete himself being married to the handler. Yeah, me too. That's what makes me think that he didn't do it. Jill Biden is not the kind of person to take orders. You can tell by the way she carries herself. She does not follow directions. Not at all. She gives the orders. She wears the pants in the relationship. You could tell just by looking at her. Like, you do not have to talk to this woman to be able to tell that stuff. Just the way she struts down the aisle, you can tell. Look at the way she rolls old man Walter around, makes him sing and dance and stuff. That's why she's the Jill handler, right? But then her ex-husband smokes his second wife. No, that's alpha stuff. That's not submissive stuff, right? So chances are he was with another woman that was probably bossy pants, just like Jill Handler, and he smoked her. I don't know. It seems weird, but I've never seen these people. I don't know. Okay, I've never seen them alive. I have no idea. I'm just speculating here. What's up, Crazy Times? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Stern, it was a Biden setup. I believe it. You took an accidental nap? Well, I'm glad you made it, Stern. I feel like taking an accidental nap too. A little tired. Stern, I don't think so. He was calling out Biden when he was running against Trump. Jill's ex-husband was running against President Trump. I need to figure out who this guy is. I had no idea. By the looks of him on the screen, he I don't know, he kind of looked like the kind of guy who cut the catalytic converter out of underneath of your vehicle, but I guess I'll have to look into it. Bullseye, I'm not sure what you're talking about. What's up, Knucking Fuds? Happy freedom to you. Second wife wouldn't listen. You'd think they'd learn. It's not how it works. That's not how it works. Holy. Guess them, you like that? She's a little bossy pants. Crick Kiss. Yeah, we still got a ton of snow, but it's kind of melting. I think it was 25 degrees a day. I almost wore my shorts. Cass, I took an accidental nap after work and it was nice. You guys and all your accidental naps here. Patriot Dad, I wrote off the entertainment industry 10 years ago. Yeah, that's how I feel too. What's up, Pro Gun? Happy freedom to you. Anonymous. Yep, she cracked the whip to old man Walter. Yes, she does. You get out there and you sing, old man. You do what I say. She's a mean lady. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, next up we got Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. And they are actually going to testify before Congress. Now, I don't really think that's going to mean a whole lot. I hope it's really entertaining. That's the most we can hope for. But they tried to finagle their way out of it, and Congress was going to hold them in contempt of court, which that was surprising on its own. Hit that like button, and let's get into this.
I'm national correspondent Kayla Gaskins in Washington. Former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton have reached a last-minute deal with House Republicans to testify before Congress, avoiding potential contempt charges. I'm Kayla Gaskins.
She's never met or spoke to Epstein, but she's being subpoenaed by Congress to come and testify about Epstein. I don't know. It makes me kind of think that you might have actually met and know that person. I don't know. We'll see how it all turns out. Either way, next up we got Las Vegas homeowner investigated for illicit biolab linked to investigation in California. Now, this is a really interesting story because a couple of years ago we covered a video that was talking about a biolab that they found in California, and it was being ran by an illegal that just happened to be from China. And they were saying the CCP was ordering all kinds of shit and having it sent to this warehouse where this guy was like building his own CDC. And don't really know what happened to that guy. He was arrested and then we didn't hear anything else about it. So maybe he's just sitting in prison waiting to go to court. Who knows? But now they found this biolab in Las Vegas. They do think both are linked. They don't really explain why, because the guy they arrested this time, he's the property owner, but they don't give us any other information. So we don't know if he's legal. We don't know if he's from China. We don't know any of that kind of stuff. We don't know exactly what all they had. We know some of the items, but none of the items listed really say anything or suggest that they were receiving imports from the CCP. So we don't have all the details, which makes me think we'll have a follow-up. But either way, this is what's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the Clintons. Snooks, the Clintons will be drinking the fifth while they plead the fifth. Yeah. I think there's going to be a whole bunch of I don't know going on. Zero, Bill and Hillary's public health is going to decline. Oh, yeah. I could totally see that. Move their way out of the spotlight. Oh, yeah. I gotta show you guys this. Pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. Check out these brand new Bossy pants coming out. It's made by Guess Them. There. Each pair is handmade for the low price of 3 payments of $499.99. Get you a pair today. You'd be styling. Let people know that you got your Bossy pants on. Guess them. I expected Bill to come, just not with Hillary. That's what Monica Lewinsky thought. Anyways. Appeal to heaven. They don't care. They know that they're a part of the elites. Accountability is out the door. You're right. Nothing's going to happen to this. But like I said, I'm just hoping it's really entertaining. Tolikir, rumor has it that Hillary drives a Subaru. That's not what he wrote in the chat, but that's how I worded it. She enjoys fur pie. She's a big fan of fur pie. Yeah, you use phrases that are older in YouTube. Crit kiss, pedos and traitors. Yep, that's all there is. The damn elites. Met a liar, liar, pants on fire. That's right. What's up, Day Walker? Happy freedom to you. Hey, thanks for being with us, Hurley Girl. Don't work too hard. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Addie Walker? Happy freedom to you. Brenda, Clinton's ruined the nuclear family. Yeah, I wish we could get back to that. I'm tired of people being crazy. People are super crazy these days. I want normalcy. Bad. I like crave the shit out of it. I wish there was somebody here yelling at me that I didn't clean my house, and you know that I had somebody like sleep next to it at night. But people are fucking crazy, and it's way too much to ask for. You're way better off living alone with a giant cat. I don't know, but I wish that like families had become cool again. Gotta make families great again. Brenda, Pizzagate. Yep. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. Nick, testify what? They're supposed to go. Happy freedom to you, Nick. Bill and Hillary Clinton they were subpoenaed by Congress to testify about the Epstein stuff. Now, I don't know exactly what. I think it's just involvement in Epstein Island. Again, it's not a criminal subpoena. They just want to talk about it. So no matter what is said, nothing's going to happen about it. How is it going to be wrote on paper when it becomes a part of history? And so there's not really a big deal to it. But at the same time, the Clintons were evading. They were not trying to comply with the subpoena. So then Congress decided and voted, and they came to the conclusion that they were going to hold them both in contempt of court if they do not testify. And so they were given a chance to either, come do the deal or face contempt of court. And so now they're agreeing to do the deal. So now separately, Hillary Clinton's going to testify before Congress, and then the next day, Bill Clinton is supposed to testify. Yes. What's up, Christine? Happy freedom to you. Brenda, let's make American families great again. That's right. We need to. We are stronger united. 10-man, living with family comes great responsibility. Oh, I know. Bill Tong, I think the nuclear family was destroyed long before the Clintons. Families are cool. We just need to compliment people that have them. Yeah, I agree. Well, and I don't think they should be screwed over on taxes. That's the other thing. I've always been scared of marriage because I don't want my taxes to go to shit. They like abuse you because they join your incomes together. It's like, I don't know. Munching rug? Oh, yeah, Bill Tong, yeah. Yeah, I got to be careful what I say because YouTube and Twitch is around and those platforms are soft. Avocado platforms. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. Progon, Hillary still wants to delete Bill. Oh, yeah, she didn't forgive Bill. Nah. You see the way he looks? She is slowly draining the life out of him. She's like a mosquito. She's just sucking the blood out of his neck while he's sleeping on the couch, I don't know. Some stuff I want to say that my brain's like, nah, don't say that. Don't say that shit out loud. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, Las Vegas homeowner investigated for illicit biolab that may be linked to the investigation going on in California. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's been in and out of the hospital quite a bit. He's in need of a kidney transplant. We put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his stories, links, details, and he even made a GoFundMe. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. All right, hooligans. Let's get into this next video. Like I said, new biolab, most likely supported by China. Apparently, they don't want the Wuhan lab situation to happen again. They want the lab to be here the next time this stupid stuff happens. Hello, Klaus Daniels. You're a good boy. All right. Once again, new biolab. This one's in Las Vegas. Hit that like button. Let's get into this.
As police and the FBI continue to search for evidence of possible biological material at a home in this East Las Vegas neighborhood, ABC sources are confirming that the person arrested during Saturday's raid is the property manager.
As the investigation at this home in East Las Vegas continues, Channel 13 is learning more about the owner and the property, where police tell us hazmat teams carefully removed possible biological materials on Saturday, including refrigerators with vials containing unknown liquids.
This is an extremely complex investigation, obviously involving multiple agencies and a tremendous amount of resources.
According to ABC News sources, the investigation began as a code violation call when authorities began to suspect that illegal biological research materials might be stored at the property. The Joint Terrorism Task Force took over the investigation.
It's kind of crazy.
I searched Clark County property records and found the home is owned by David Destiny Discovery LLC, a company registered to David Herr, according to the Nevada Secretary of State's website. David and the LLC are both named in a federal investigation of an alleged illegal biological lab in Reedley, California, near Fresno. Prosecutors say the lab in California was being used to make unauthorized medical test kits, including COVID-19, HIV, and pregnancy tests. During the investigation, Fresno County public health officials found blood, tissue, and other bodily fluids in the facility. They also found approximately 1,000, quote, transgenic mice that simulate the human immune system. According to investigators, David Herr is an alias for a man named Xia Bei Zhou, a Chinese national who was arrested and charged in 2023 for distributing adulterated and misbranded COVID-19 tests and lying to authorities. He remains in jail and has pled not guilty in the 2023 case. Meantime, here in Las Vegas, sources say the property manager has been arrested, but that person has not been identified. Sources tell ABC News that investigators also searched 20 other locations to see if there's any connection to Saturday's raid, but so far nothing concerning has been found. For now, reporting from Las Vegas, Giovanni Carrillo.
Okay. Like I said, pretty interesting. They're saying that they found vials containing unknown liquid. They found it after there was a violation call, which is interesting because that's how they found the first Biolab, is that there was some sort of inspection or something. There was something that was not up to date. And so they showed up to deal with the situation and found a Biolab. So same kind of thing, which is sort of suspicious. Either way, they were saying they were making counterfeit COVID test kits and other medical kits and stuff like that, like pregnancy tests and stuff. They said that they found blood, tissue, and other bodily fluids, which is gross. They also found mice that simulate the human immune system. They mentioned that the person involved in the California Biolab is a Chinese national. They say that the property manager is who was just arrested in this story, but they have nothing as far as identifying him because they don't want to tell us if he's illegal or not, or maybe they don't know at this time. And then obviously China is working really hard to do something bad, considering this is the second story that we've covered like this. The first one being in California, and this one is in Las Vegas. Next up, we got Disfigured for Life. Detransitioner wins landmark case. They're going to be talking about, obviously, somebody who was convinced to become a shapeshifter. They didn't like the way they were after they got done transitioning, and they went after the doctors, and they actually won this lawsuit. And then, let me see. And then they also talk about California, how they're suing a child's hospital for not doing child mutilation anymore. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this Biolab they just figured out. Zero, someone noticed a hose draining liquid from the wall. Interesting. Well, at least somebody said something. I wonder how long it's been there before they found it. Zero, oh, that's how they found the one in California? Yeah. That's badass here, Juicer. Matt Rogers, for public appearances, they put a shitload of makeup on Bill Clinton. He needs it. You know, he's scary looking. What is this? What is this right here? Safer until you forget my fancy feast. That's an actual picture of Klaus Daniels. It's for real. For real. What's up, Wrench? Happy freedom to you. That's what they said last time, too. Yep, exactly. Jayla, tell the libs it's an undercover ICE office. That'll get them on board. Magic Moon, biological attack planned? It seems like it, but the first lab they found was 2 years ago. So I don't know if they can't get whatever it is they're planning far enough along before getting busted, or what the situation is. And we said this the last time when we covered the first story that was in California. How many of these biolabs exist? If there's more than 25 million illegals that entered the country, and then how many ever of them was Chinese nationals, how many of these people are actually on a mission to build biolabs and stuff like that? What's up, Bright Gaming? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom to you. Nick, you shouldn't have said that. What did I say? I see everybody laughing. I must have said something. It happens. Sometimes I do that. I don't know what this person's name is. They're having a heart attack over here. Something about Trump's their daddy. I don't know. Pervy people. Bunch of weirdos. You only see that shit on YouTube. You don't see it anywhere else. They want that orange wiener. Anyways. Yeah, Zero. Well, I'm really interested in what they're doing with these biolabs, because that shit is not normal. That is not normal stuff. Like, we cover a lot of crime and stuff. Biolabs, that is potentially a big deal. What's up, Nomad? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're moving forward. Like I said, this shapeshifter was unhappy, imagine that, when they got through with their transition and they decided to go after the doctors because they were a teenager when it all happened. And they realized that they were coerced. They were brainwashed to think what they were thinking. And because of it, they went after the doctors and they won. And like I said, they're going to be talking about this, and they're also going to be talking about California being really mad that children's hospitals are no longer mutilating children. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
Now we move to a landmark medical ruling where a woman who detransitioned after identifying as a male in her teenage years, winning a $2 million malpractice suit. Mike Emanuel's got the story from here. And what is that, Mike? What happened?
Bill, good morning to you. That is one of more than 24 detransitioner lawsuits moving through our courts nationwide. The case you mentioned, which is under seal, reportedly involves a minor who identifies as a boy and sued New York doctors for leaving her, quote, disfigured for life. The question is how the verdict in the one case will impact the dozens of other cases. Elon Musk reacting on X, quote, there will be thousands of court cases of children who were mutilated by evil doctors, modern-day Mengelas. The schools, psychologists, psychiatrists, and state officials who facilitated this will pay dearly too. Mengele is a reference to the Nazi doctor known as the Angel of Death. Meanwhile, California's Attorney General Rob Bonta is suing a San Diego children's hospital for stopping gender-affirming care for minors, arguing it should continue. Quote, Rady Children's Health has chosen to violate its merger agreement and California law in response to the Trump administration's illegal campaign against providers of gender-affirming care. The Department of Education says the Biden administration turned a blind eye to this deprivation of parental rights, and the Trump administration will fight relentlessly to end it. Bill?
Thanks, Mike. Jackie's got more.
Okay. Well, we'll see. They're saying this individual was pressured into transitioning, but they have won their lawsuit, which is good because they're saying that there's a bunch of people suing these doctors for this, which is really awesome because when all the transition stuff was really popular and everybody was just cutting their wieners off left and right and all that, and they were like so proud about it, there was a lot of us that were like, you know, this is not going to end well. This is not the way. Not even kind of, sort of. And now we're on the other side of this, and doctors are getting sued, and they're losing. They're actually losing. So that's badass to hear. It sucks that these people were in a position to be coerced in the first place, right? People preying on vulnerable individuals. That is too bad. It should not be that way. But at least there's some sort of resolve here at the end. And then they also talk about California's AG suing the Children's Hospital for not continuing to mutilate coerced children. California is the worst, man. California, New York, Washington, Minnesota, those places fucking suck, and they don't have to. They don't have to. They could be really nice, but it needs new leadership. The leadership out there is awful. Anyways, next up we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is Lefties Losing It, and today it's titled Cardi B Claims Trump White House is Watching Her, which they might be. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the shapeshifter waking up from the brainwashing, realizing it was wrong, making a lawsuit, and winning swiftly, as well as California just losing their marbles because the children's hospitals aren't hurting kids anymore. Tin Man Swalwell says, if elected governor, he'll strip driver's license of masked ICE officers. Interesting. Making these promises. Here, Juicer, I'll have to think about it. Matt Rogers, did she sue her parents for allowing it? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they're a minor, they probably didn't go through this on their own. But it is kind of hard to say because in California and in Minnesota, it's child abuse if you don't let your kid do it. Even if you're a tourist. And I have to double check. I don't know if it's still like this, but for a while there was a travel warning. So if you visit Minnesota or if you visit California and your kid is like sitting in the car next to you or sitting in the seat next to you in the car and they're like, hey, I think I'm a zebra and I need to go get some procedures done. If you say no, you are losing your kid for child abuse. Like, that's just the way it is. And you're in a situation where you need to like leave the state without them calling the police, because if they do, the police are going to arrest you for child abuse because you don't take them to go get mutilated. It's so bad that they made it a travel warning. Now, again, I haven't checked it in a while, so I don't know if it's still a travel warning, but it was that bad. And so maybe it was a situation where the parents had to be hand off, you know. I don't know. I feel like I would whip my kid's ass if I was in that situation. Like, if I'm going to jail, it ain't going to be for not letting you chop your body up when you're too young to make those kind of decisions. I don't know. That's rough. That's rough stuff. I don't know. It's not good though. It's not good. And like I said, it's vulnerable people that are being exploited for political reasons, right? Like they want to turn the world weird with all this flamboyant shapeshifter stuff. Well, they're gonna have to recruit some people to do that, right? So they're gonna look for vulnerable people. And that's why they bring that shit into schools and stuff, because they got young people that are impressionable who have a heavy desire to belong to something. And like, hey, do you feel weird? Yeah, every high schooler feels fucking weird. Everybody in middle school and high school feels weird. Do you feel weird in your body? Do you feel uncomfortable? Are you going through changes? Do you feel like you not belong? Do you feel like, you're different from everybody? Yes, every single one of those people in these grades feel that way. That makes them a prime target. And so they go and brainwash them. And like I said, if you live in a liberal enough area, you can't even do anything about it. You got to just let whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And that's why it's dangerous for the schools to do the indoctrination instead of teaching reading, writing, and doing math. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom to you. Plasquack, read the Bible. The devil wants shapeshifters. Yep. Anything to pervert God's creation. Janik, shame on the parents who allowed the mutilation. Absolutely. Yeah, Magic Moon, you're right. I just can't repeat it. It's not as catchy if I say it that way. Turbo, I heard McDonald's used to ground up illegals for chicken nuggets. Don't say that. You're going to have people running out here to buy chicken nuggets and stuff. Dipping it in barbecue sauce. Like, take that, illegal. And some people get carried away. You know, I'm just saying. It happens. Oh my goodness, Nomad. That is so funny. I don't think I can read it out loud because YouTube and Twitch is soft, but that is so funny. Peyton sent some coffee stuff from the Amazon wish list. Your birthday is tomorrow? Well, thank you so much, Peyton. I really appreciate you. And you're going to have to stop in tomorrow so we can wish you a happy birthday. Thank you so much, Peyton. You're awesome. I'm so excited. Viola, be lurking hard. That's all right. Daywalker, you're jumping to... we're not at that part yet. You can't be guessing the color. What's up, Low Ender? Happy freedom to you. They're going after the most vulnerable, God's children. That's right, Low Ender. You are right. Brenda, CPS, steals the children from bio families and then does this shit. Yeah. Bullseye, I've been loving the hot honey lately. Where are you getting hot honey from? I think Meta sent me hot honey. Somebody sent me hot honey. I can't remember who it was. I thought it was Meta. I don't know, but it was really good. Guess so. I can't read that one out loud, but that's a funny one too. Ramsey, the parents were often manipulated as much as the children. Do you want a healthy son or a dead daughter? Yeah, Ramsey, you're right. You are right. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, getting into the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. And it is lefties losing it. And Rita actually came to work today. So what color do you think Rita is wearing today? Don't fight me on this, YouTube, you dusty bitch. There we go. All right, let's see what you hooligans think. Guess hot honey must be Rita. She's a hot honey? She might be. Elder Zoomer saying yellow. Turbo saying green top with black bottom. Just saying, Turbo. Peyton saying plaid. Watchman saying red. Janik saying red. Meta saying orange. Daywalker saying pink. Lowender saying yellow. What's up, Slenderella? Happy freedom. Slenderella saying gray. Brenda, how about pepper jelly? Yes, I've had pepper jelly too. It's very good. Watchman sent me some. You're so bioweapon terrorism. Yeah, CCP's over here working hard. Zero saying green jacket. Guess I'm saying green with pop rocks. We were having a funny conversation about pop rocks on Friday. You guys need to join us in the voice chat. It is a lot of fun. Appeal Devin saying fuchsia. Magic Moon saying yellow. Ramsey saying red. Cheeky Chops. That's not color, buddy. Jagula saying white. Cheeky Chops saying blue. Cholicare saying maroon. Turbo, all I'm saying is if Rita was an ocean, I'd be a submarine. Yes, Turbo. Very nice. My goodness. You hooligans are cracking me up today. Meta, I'm the hot honey. Well, thank you, Meta. Make sure we get everybody. Brenda saying red. Bullseye saying purple. Hair juicer hangover poop black. That's rough. She might be wearing that. She might be wearing that. Snooks is saying topless. I think we're getting to the end of it here. All right, hooligans. The big reveal. I'm not going to label the color. You guys will know if you're right or not. Bam. Figure it out. Figure out who's the winners in the chat. And let's get into this.
Here are the worst of the worst. The top 5 lefties losing it at the Grammys, starting with, well, the man who will be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, Bad Bunny. And I'm sure I recall him promising not to come to Trump's America and perform there because it was unsafe. But he is in America collecting awards and talking crap.
I'm going to say, eyes out. We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans and we are Americans.
Well, you see, if you're talking about Americans in America legally, then they have absolutely nothing to fear from ICE. But these dim-witted celebs seem not to be able to differentiate between legal and illegal immigrants, including the dude in the number 4 spot of our lefties losing it at the Grammys, Shabuzi, who was in tears as he deliberately confused illegal and legal migrants.
Immigrants built this country, literally. So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity, to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
In the number 3 spot is a rapper I've never heard of before who had plenty to say on the red carpet and on stage. Here is Kalani.
I really wanted to say but I think they needed some couth on the carpet or something. I'm a little couthless, ruthless. But I think everybody, we're too powerful of a group to all be in the room at the same time and not make some kind of statement in our country. So yeah, it's brainless to me.
Everybody's inspired to join together as a community of artists and speak out against what's going on. And I'm gonna leave this and say ICE.
Now to the coveted number 2 position, and it's Billie Eilish with one of the dumbest statements ever uttered on stage. She claims here that nobody is illegal on stolen land. If you don't believe in borders, Billie, then how can anyone be on stolen land? Think about it. And it's all well and good to spew such absurd platitudes when you live in a mansion behind big walls and gates with armed security nearby. Watch here as the simpletons in the crowd, including Sabrina Carpenter, clap like trained seals at Billie's profoundly stupid words.
No one is illegal on stolen land. And yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now.
It's hard to know what to say. She went on to say F ICE, just so brave and so profound. But she's not number 1 because this next dude, the host of the Grammys, wins for saying something so silly that he could see him sued for defamation and financially ruined. Not sure this joke was worth a likely lawsuit, Trevor Noah.
That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland, which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton, so...
And that cheap, unfunny joke may cost Trevor Noah dearly, because moments after the Grammys concluded, President Trump posted this, saying, that the Grammys are the worst, virtually unwatchable. And he had this to say about Trevor Noah's Epstein claims. He said, I can't speak for Bill, that would be Bill Clinton, but I have never been to Epstein Island, and until tonight's false and defamatory statement, have never been accused of being there, not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser, better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC. Welcome back. Now, we've already seen Warriors coach Steve Kerr opining about politics, spreading misinformation and pushing the same tired old leftist lines, and it seems that sort of vacuous activism has rubbed off on his players. We now have the Golden State Warriors forward, Draymond Green, injecting race into a technical foul. Watch this absurdity.
I will tell you, though, I find it very ironic that I got a technical foul for telling a Caucasian referee not to put his hand in my face. As a black man in America, don't put your hand in my face. And I said, hey, don't put your hand in my face, and I got a tech. So I thought that was the most interesting thing of the night.
Did he try to explain himself?
He said, Draymond, this is your chance to stop talking to me, bro. Don't put your hand in my face.
Oh, gosh. Joining me now is comedian Alex Stein. Alex.
All right. Well, that's lefties losing their marbles there. And that is the last little bit of the news. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stowner, and it's titled Bummer. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Colty, and that one's titled What a Twist. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties losing their marbles. Hair Juicer, there's a GoFundMe for a guy who wants to camp on Billy's lawn. That is so funny. I don't know, security's going to rough him up. That's probably what's going to happen. Snook, so are the Oscars? Yeah, I don't watch any of that stuff. Rich people giving each other awards for nothing. For nothing at all. I was telling you guys, I watched that movie Sinners or whatever, and it's okay. It's fine. There's not a whole lot of political messaging. There is some. But they were saying that it's going to win more awards than the Titanic. I'm like, why? Why would it? I mean, I don't even think the Titanic movie's that damn great, but you know how people are. People love that damn movie, Leonardo DiCaprio and all that. I liked it. The girl had her boobs out, but the rest of the movie's boring as shit. But anyways, I don't think that this new woke movie deserves more awards than that, but you know, that's what they're trying to say. And that's what I mean. It doesn't even matter. There's wealthy people giving other wealthy people awards. They're based on nothing. All you see after these award shows is people bitching on social media that their favorite movie or their favorite actress or their favorite singer or whatever the hell it is, you know, didn't win because it's not based off, you know, what we think is good or bad or, you know, justifiably a win. It's whatever they think and their, you know, background agenda and all that. So I don't watch any of that crap. Zero. People love Rain Man too, and it sucked. I've only seen parts of it, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that they like that movie, and I've never seen it. I've seen some of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing. Tell me, everything woke turns to shit, and that's right. What's up, Meg B? Happy freedom to you. Peyton, Billy's shapeshifter, or she's a shapeshifter? What do you mean? You think she started as a boy? Nomad, Hollywood is a sickness, illness, virus, infection, cancer, disease, parasite, bioweapon. It's not good. I know that. What's up, Hat the Cat? Happy freedom to you. You were guessing blue today. Did you guys figure out what color it was? I didn't want to say. I knew if I said pink or purple or violet, you guys say, no, you're wrong. You was wrong. Lavender, is that what it was, Janik? I agree. It was lavender. Jagular, Rain Man was ass. Blue Light Special, stupid, was it? I'm trying to think what I think I just seen the end of it. I don't know. I probably didn't even watch a whole 5 minutes of it. Elder Zoomer, pink and the other pink. That's what I saw too, Elder Zoomer. That's what I'm saying. Build Song, I've not watched TV, movies, or news since 2017 after Trump won. The fake news because obvious and Hollyweird melted down. Yeah, Bill Tong. That's how I feel too. I watch a lot of old stuff now because I don't see or perceive the political messaging because I wasn't paying enough attention to politics to where when I hear certain wording and stuff, I'm not triggered to be like, related to some political situation. So I've been watching a lot of old stuff. Meta, lavender and pink, ugliest so far, in my opinion, that no one asked for. You're always smoking Rita. Smoking her. She's in the lavender. No Class Entertainers, yeah. They got a little bit of too ahead of themselves. I don't know who any of the new actors are and actresses and all that. Rappers, singers, I don't know any of these people. The future of diddlers. What's up, Jim? Happy freedom to you. Low Ender, Major Clash. You guys are so judgy when it comes to Rita's outfits. It's funny. Is it Slenderella? Is it Wapner? What is that? Brenda, yeah, I think you're right. What's up, God's Marine? Happy freedom to you. Because vampires are real, Titanic was not what you think it is. Oh, I believe you. Brenda, hot pink and lighter pink. That's what I saw. What's up, Snowdrift? Happy freedom to you. Lilac. There you go. See, lavender I thought was on the mark, but lilac, I like that. I like that. That's why I'll tell you guys what color it is. Because no matter what I say, I'm wrong. Pepto pink. See, Matt, that's how I see color too. I got to relate it to something that's pre-existing. I don't know color names. All right, hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff. Hopefully there's no ghost sauce today because, man, that was hot. That was super hot. We're going to post those videos tomorrow. I got clips of it. It's going to be funny. Rumble tomorrow is going to have a new update. I don't know if it's going to show up on the app or not because I don't work for Rumble. But they have something new called Rumble Shorts that is supposed to come out tomorrow. And it's going to be like YouTube Shorts or like TikTok or whatever. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing because a lot of people don't like TikTok. But a lot of people like YouTube Shorts or they like Reels, like Facebook, Instagram Reels. It's the same thing. Rumble's going to have their own and it begins tomorrow. So we're going to drop, I think, 3 clips. Not that you guys really give a shit. But I've already made, I think it's 3 clips that we're going to post for the Rumble Shorts tomorrow in celebration of a new feature and all that. And it's going to be the spicy shit that we ate yesterday. And so I'm excited about it. But today, like I said, we're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Yes, there's no way it's going to be hotter than yesterday, because yesterday was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Of course, this is the most bright red one I think that there is in the whole pack, so hopefully that's, not an indicator of sorts. You guys, I know this is going to turn into Fear Factor when I ask for this shit. Today we have citrus mango ghost pepper. So this is going to be hot as it was yesterday, but even more fruity and sweet, which was what I thought was weird about yesterday's sauce. You guys, all right. Let's go ahead and try this. I don't know what to say. I didn't think it was going to get hotter. Yesterday was just straight up ghost pepper. This is like ghost pepper with lipstick on. I'm not even able to open this. Come on, don't fight me. Alright, I know it's going to be tough. Tough stuff. Come on. There we go. A little nervous. A little bit. Low ender. Jeff got stung by a scorpion. Yeah, that scorpion. It got me. At the end of the live, though, I was fine. I was really surprised. I thought maybe I was going to have like stomach aches and shit, but no, I was actually fine. Because God knew today I'd be doing this. I have never had one of these fight me so bad. Ridiculous. They need to like perforate these. Make me fight. I'm going to be exhausted by the time I open this bitch up. I'm not going to be able to withstand the heat. Alright, we're just going to have to do it like that, I guess. Anyways, let's go ahead and try this citrus mango ghost pepper sauce. This is not what I had planned today, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh. It smells like hot mustard. That's not what I thought it was going to smell like, but that's what it smells like. It does. It smells like hot mustard. I almost took a shot out of the bottle. Life's hard. My brain's like, not hard enough. Let's do this. All right, we got a full spoonful here. Once again, this is citrus mango ghost pepper, battery acid, paint thinner here. Cheers, hooligans. Oh. It's so fucking hot. Oh. Klaus Daniels. It's hot, my boy. It's hot. Ugh. It's so hot. It hurts. It hurts. I don't know what to compare it to. The sweetness is dumb. I don't know why they did that. It's so hot. Oh, it is so hot. It is stupid hot. I don't know what this... It's like broken glass in my mouth. I don't know what to compare it to. Why is it so hot? What was it? There's the ghost pepper. I wonder if it's got scorpion peppers in there too. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, I cannot move forward. I can't swallow my spit. It's so fragrant. It's sharp. It's full of bite. This citrus is misleading in a lot of ways. It smells sweet, almost like lemonade sweet. But all you taste is the fire, the burn. Oh, God. It's like a mousetrap on my tongue. It's like licking a cactus. It's hot. So hot. Cool off a little bit. Okay, we're going to try and get into these funny videos. I don't know how we're going to do the pledge. My goodness, it's so hot. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne. I'm going to survive this. I swear. We need some funny videos before my eyes stop working. Oh, this first one was provided by Stoner. Let's get this pulled up. My lips is hot. Hot lippers. Ooh. So hot. Here we go. Like I said, this first one's provided by Stoner and it's titled Bummer. What a bummer. Oh my goodness. You know what I just realized? Is we need to do an unboxing. I forgot to write it on the schedule. Oh. Let's do an unboxing. We're going to watch our official funny video of the day before we get any further along here. It's so hot. It's not cooling off at all. Anyways, let's get this cracked open because King of Biltong sent me the good stuff. And you guys keep asking me, what is biltong? So let me show you. Oh, the fire is consuming me. Here we go. There we go. Yes. Got you a nice little Mylar bag here, Klaus Daniels. My mouth won't cool off. It's just never-ending fire. The hot fire. Or you gotta stay away from that, Klaus Daniels. That's not for you. Oh, we got the packs. Oh, we got the stuff. Here's a bag. That bag's for you. You're a bag lady now. Oh, it's so hot. My lips is tingling. Oh, let me show you guys the biltong here. What do we got? Is this one different? I haven't seen this one. I don't know what this word is. You guys are gonna have to help me. Okay, we got the original biltong. This is the good stuff. This is what King of Biltong sent me last time. This stuff is amazing. You got to go to Biltong USA. Let me make sure I'm saying that correctly. I got his card right here. You got to do the thing. Okay? You need to go do the thing because it's magnificent. It is fantastic, good stuff made here in America. Now, this is new. I haven't tried this yet. Beef and pork. I don't know how to say this. Cabanossi. You guys tell me, how do you say this word right here? It looks like cabanossi to me. I'm probably saying it wrong though. You know, knowing me. Now I want to show you guys in the pack. Let's see. Which one should I open? Let me show you. I'm gonna show you really quick because you guys keep asking me about this biltong. And the best way to explain it, and I'm explaining it wrong, but according to appearance, it's like the most delicious gourmet beef jerky you've ever had in your life, but it's cut in like little strips like bacon. That's the best way I can explain it. It's magic. It is magic. This is the biltong. Okay? This is all the biltong. You see what I mean? It looks like bacon, but it's better than bacon. I know. Can you imagine that? Better than bacon. It's amazing. Thank you so much, King of Biltong. It's so good. So good. It's putting out the fire. That's how good it is. It's so good. It'll make your winter an extra inch longer. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much, King of Biltong. You are fantastic. Don't touch my biltong, Klaus Daniels. You watch yourself. You watch yourself. All right. Whew. It's so good. Let's get into our official funny video of the day. Today was provided by Culty.
This joke will make you...
You hold on a second, bud. Good stuff. Like I said, it's provided by Culty and it's titled, What a Twist.
This joke will make you laugh until your stomach hurts. A bear is chasing a rabbit when both of them suddenly come across a genie. The genie says, "Since you both found me at the same time, I shall grant both of you 3 wishes." The bear, in rut, says, "I wish for every bear in this forest to be female, except me." "Done," says the genie. The rabbit says, "I wish for a scooter." "Done." The bear, not satisfied with his first wish, commands the genie, "I wish all the bears in the country were female except for me." "Done." The rabbit says, "I wish for a small helmet." "Done." The bear, still not satisfied, commands the genie, "I wish all the bears in the world were female except for me." "Done." The rabbit hops on the scooter and, going away, yells, "I wish the bear was gay." Thanks for...
Oh no. Not the gay bears. Anyways, that's all the coffee I had for you guys today. That ghost sauce is still just having its way with me right in front of you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna grab this link really quick. I'm gonna drop it in all the chats. We're gonna read through. We get the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. I also just realized right here, right now, that I don't think we've shut off Twitch at all this week for the raids. Gonna have to start doing that before we catch a strike. Just dawned on me. My lips is so hot. I'm just sitting here dying. I'm dying. Anyways, here's the link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. We have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience a live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through really quick, and then we're doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. I'm hoping this chapstick cooled me off a little bit. I'm dying. It's so hot. It's so hot. My mouth feels rashy. That's how hot it is. It's like I got a rash inside my mouth. It's not good. This is not helping me get a girlfriend. Don't tell her that, okay? Ladies, I'm just joking. I need a companion. Anyways. Thank you for reminding me, Zero. Thank you. I will have to do the thing. Snooks, I did the boob hands? I don't know. I can't even remember anything. This erased my whole brain. Oh my god, guess this. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. That's not AI. That's actual footage. Oh my goodness. That is fucking hilarious. I'm totally saving that. Oh. See? If I had a girl, I'd be like, what'd you do at work today? I'd be like, take your pants off. Yeah. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. So hot. Mad Rider sounds delicious. It is. It is so good. The biltong is so good. I'm gonna have to try the other stuff too. I'm sure it's fantastic as well. King of Biltong is awesome. My lips don't work. I feel like I got lip injections. Like I'm pretty enough to be at the press briefing or something, you know? Hey, thanks for being with us, Too Old to Care. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Resistance? Happy freedom to you. Too Old to Care, it's got to be good if Jeff's eating in front of us. Yeah, I normally do not eat in front of you guys, but it is very good. King Biltong, I'll try it tomorrow on the live. It's like a pepperoni stick. Interesting. That's all I'll do. Tomorrow, let me write a reminder so I can remember, because my old man brain just don't be remembering things. Let's see. How do I spell it? Where'd I set it? Cabanossi. There we go. Now I'll remember. We're going to try the Cabanossi tomorrow for Coffee with Hooligans. Thank you again, King of Biltong. You're a badass. Also, you guys can get 10% off, I think it is, if I could find it. If you use the promo code Jeff, you get 10% off your ordering some biltong. Let me find the reminder. I'm going to drop it in the chat really quick. Save you guys some doll hairs. If my link would work. My lips is burning. Hot fire. Here you go. Now you guys can get your own biltong. What are you talking about, 10 Man? If Rumble merges with who? There you guys go. Go get yourself some biltong. You get 10% off. Janik milk. Yeah, I don't have any milk. I'll figure it out. It'll be okay. I got coffee. That's what I'm drinking, by the way. I was figuring you guys probably thought I was drinking alcohol or something. This is coffee. This was in here is coffee. I got a brownie from Wesco. I was dunking a brownie in my coffee before the live. I'm telling you, I'm a real old man. I just don't look like it. Ramsey, put that meat in your mouth. Yeah, boy. Holy. Toolcare eating some ice cream in honor of Jeff. It's the way to be. Toolcare breath peels paint. That's exactly what it feels like. Mew. Wapner, TV judge before Judge Judy. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of them. Janet Klaus is after the biltong. Yep. He better stay on his P's and Q's. Toolcare or Turbo. We need a Jeff Mack Spittin' Fire t-shirt. That's what I was thinking when I saw it. We're going to have to stick that on a t-shirt. Resistance, does biltong take EBT? Unfortunately not, it seems. You're going to have to use the real doll hairs. Oh, low ender. I'm not going to read that out loud because I don't want to jinx myself. Hopefully you're not right. Guys, Marine, eat bread? Yeah. I'll get something after this. Cinderella, it is. It was hot. That's the hottest ghost sauce I've had yet. It's unreasonably hot. Interesting, Zero. I might give them a follow. I don't know if we're going to raid them right this second, though. 10 Man, I'll have to read it. I'll have to scroll back up. Meta, Klaus is going to hold the biltong hostage for his fancy feast. I fed him before the live, so he doesn't know to do that yet. He doesn't know yet. Well, hooligans, it is that time once again. Let me see. What do we got? Bam, there we go. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's hard to talk when your mouth is on fire, you know, I'm just saying. Anyways, let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble, but before we do that, we have to cut off Twitch because their community guidelines do not allow us to show the raids. For whatever reason that is, I don't know. But that's the way it is. We've already received a warning for showing the raids, so I am sorry if you're watching on Twitch. We're also live on Kick, YouTube, X, Rumble, and jeffmaclive.com. If you'd like to join the rest of us in the raid, or at least, you know, watching the raid, but we have to shut off Twitch. Either way, I'll see you hooligans over on Twitch tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. We got to end the live for you guys. Everybody else just sit tight. As tight as you can sit. And just like that, Twitch is gone. Double checking. Bam. That's that. All right, let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble. Make sure you guys got those likes up before we get raiding here. Cat Dog's live. We're raiding the Cat Dog because I know that he's playing Fallout. And I love the Fallout games. So we're going to show him all kinds of support here. All right, hooligans. Hit that like button as soon as you land. And let's get raiding.
No, I'm not. There is no second playthrough. Jeff Mack, I appreciate the raid, but God damn, this is horrible timing. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I appreciate the raid, man. I completely fucked myself tonight, man. W Hooligans, W Jeff Mac raid. It's a fucking huge raid. I appreciate you, man. I'm in a horrible fucking predicament. I'm confused as ever because I thought I was doing good and I'm fucked myself. I appreciate you coming in, Magic Turbo. All you guys coming in, spreading the love, man. Jaguar, fuck it, man. I can't read. Watchman, I appreciate you. Two to care, bro. I appreciate the Hooligans, man. Thank you guys for coming in and smashing the like and spreading the love tonight, man. This game will teach you to learn to use wisdom and saving the game, bro. No, fuck this game. Ian, I appreciate you coming in. Apparently I've traveled 3 months in this game for no fucking reason. I found some cool shit. I don't even know if I can fucking use it. I don't know what's happening. Motherfucker, man. Okay. So this is after leaving the Brotherhood of Steel. I have to save April 4th, okay? Let's go here. April 4th. I should have. Okay, I lost all my fucking money. At least I still have the alien blaster. Oh my god. I appreciate you guys coming in, man. Where are you at? So now I'm at the Brotherhood of Steel again. So this is after helping them get what they needed. Now I have these things here. I have the yellow shit, and they sent me on a quest. Now, this is before I delivered the water chip. This is before I delivered the water chip. On the water chip, we still have 30 days to deliver the water chip. So, this is before delivering the water chip. Bro, this shit is so brutal, bro. Yes, I thoroughly checked the glow. I fucking thoroughly checked it, bro. I got all the rataways. I got a bunch of good shit. I got an assault rifle in there and shit. That was earlier I ran from a Deathclaw. Did you Google it? I haven't Googled a single thing. Chat has helped me out with this whole fucking game. Twizzle's got this fucking... This gameplay on his back, bro. Here for the Deathclaw action, you're not getting it. Let's get those likes up. Fuck yeah, Jeff. I appreciate you, man. I'm trying to get back on the rails, because I've been free balling for 2 hours and 44 minutes. And I thought I was doing something right. And now somebody that knows this fucking game's in the chat. And apparently I haven't been doing the best. But right now, I just got done talking to the Elder. And he wants me to help with the caravan thing. Yeah, I ran. It doesn't matter. The Deathclaws are in the past. It doesn't matter. Some stuff for you in a little bit. Okay, I just don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to go from here. I pretty much free roamed after I delivered the water chip. I just free roamed. So I still have 30. So in this save that I saved, I still have 30 days until I need to deliver the water chip. So we have a 30-day timer right now that I know of. Okay, so we refreshed. We're good.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. That is what Fallout will do to you. Fallout will have you pissed off over stupid little things that you can't figure out. That's what I was doing when I was playing Skyrim. It's something about Bethesda games. Half the time you think you're doing something right and you're not. And the other half the time you are doing it right, but the game's got bugs and it's just not functioning the way it's supposed to. Classic Fallout. Classic Bethesda. That is hilarious. That is so hilarious. I don't mean to laugh at Cat Dog. I know he's having a time right now. But it's nice to feel seen, you know. I've sat here and felt very angry about playing video games and stuff, and so I feel his pain. That's a little hilarious. Anyways, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow with more Coffee with Hooligans. Matt Rogers that upset over a video game. Oh man, I've blown up controllers before, like doing stuff and then fail after you failed like 100 times. You just slam it into the floor and it blows into a million pieces and you're like, fuck, there goes $40. And it's like, nah. If you get mad, you gotta walk away. That's just the way you gotta do it. It's hard for Cat Dog because he's live. And that's something that I found out when I started Jeff Mac Gaming, is that when you suck at a video game and you're doing it in front of everybody, that makes it so much worse. It makes it so much worse. So I totally understand why he's getting all bent out of shape about the stuff. Because not only is he having a hard time, but everybody's watching him have a hard time, and it's difficult. So like I said, I'm not laughing at Cat Dog. It sucks to have a hard time. It's nice to feel heard. Zero, what do you mean? Peyton, you're so awesome, Peyton. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for it. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much, Peyton. Plastic Quack, this game has been a total bitch for him. I'm shocked that he hasn't rage quit. I've been there for three days. The pain is real. Plastic Quack, will you let him know that I really feel for him? I know what it's like. He'll be happy when he gets through it, though. If he can make it to Fallout 3, he'll be fine. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are clunky and they got bugs, but at least you're like actually playing the game. You're not just clicking on random boxes and hoping your guy does the thing. You're actually controlling your character, so it's just gotta stick with it and things will get better. Magic Moon, at least the Alien Blaster. I know, I've never played that version of the game. I own it. I own all versions of Fallout, but I haven't played that one. But usually the Alien Blaster is like the strongest weapon you can have. Poor Cat Dog. Meta, well, he's having a night. Poor Cat Dog. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It happens. Well, that's awesome, Zero. I appreciate you. Matt Rogers never got into gaming. Yeah, when I was younger, my stepdad used to play the game all the time. Well, I guess my dad played the game too. I just didn't hang out with him very much when I was younger. But it just seemed like all the grown men around me were playing video games, which doesn't sound very good. They didn't play it all damn day. But that was a way for us to spend time together. I never went outside and played catch or had anything like that. So playing video games was the only time I actually spent hanging out with a father figure or anything like that, and so it just kind of stuck with me. Otherwise I probably wouldn't be playing video games either, because that's the only thing I hate about video games. You sit there for 2-3 hours and when you get done, you didn't advance in life. Your character on the screen, you leveled him up, you made him money, got him a house, and he's done these missions and all these achievements, and all you've done is sat on the couch for the last 4 hours. And I always hate that about video games. God's Marine, $400 lesson, Dropkick TV about Mortal Kombat. Yeah, don't bring up Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat will have people freaking out. What's the other one? There's one that was before Mortal Kombat, or it was at least comparable. Is it Killer Instinct? That is kind of like Mortal Kombat. Those games leave blisters on your fingers and make you pissed off. Fun. Video gaming fun. Matt Rogers, I was in 6th grade when the PS1 came out, and I lost most of my friends because they just wanted to sit in the house. Yeah. Yep. Well, see, and it used to be like that when I was younger, too. I remember my buddy got a 64 when it came out, the N64, and everybody wanted to hang out at their house because they had a 64, and I didn't want to hang out over there every damn day, but nobody wanted to hang out with me because I didn't have a 64. I remember. And Jagula, my dad played Catch a Whoopin'. That's what my mom played. She loved that game. That was her favorite. It was like a hobby. It happened so often. Oh, I appreciate you. Appeal to Heaven. Enjoy the rest of your night and be blessed. All right, Hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow with more coffee with Hooligans, and we're going to try this other kind of biltong that I haven't even tried yet. It is cabanossi, I think is how you say it. But he said they're like pepperoni sticks, which I don't really know what that means, but I'm excited to figure it out. There's like a little window here, but you guys aren't going to be able to see. It's in there, though. Trust me. I almost dropped it. We're going to try it tomorrow, so make your way back to us tomorrow for more coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you guys for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Go out and enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food, have fun, be safe, and stay warm. I'm going to try and do the same. And like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow for more coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.